Hey, this is a second video I made in one day. Obviously, I'll wait for Mickey Babylon, I believe, but this is StarDuels 89, Starcade 89. Well, I'm gonna call it WarGames, not even the WarGames, just WarGames from Norfolk, Virginia. What you need to know since '88 is Barry Windham lost his world title inside of a steel cage to Ric Flair at Fall Brawl. Actually, it's weird. Or Great American Bash, whatever. Lex Luger is your new United States Heavyweight Champion. See, I did something with him. And Ric Flair is now a good guy. Arn Anderson, however, is not. More on that later. Okay, I'm using my almighty booking powers to borrow from Japan again. I know. It's not that hard to believe that they could get Muta because he was pretty much on the WCW NWA roster for years. So, yeah, I think he was on this card too. Uh, if he wasn't NWA, they would have booked him if they wanted. Okay, our opener, which is huge. A lot of people may be like, oh shit, that's nice. NWA Junior Heavyweight Championship of the World. Flyin Brian Pillman, the champion, versus the challenger, Jushin Thunder Liger. This, in my opinion, is the hottest opener in Starcade history. Fake, false, like alternate history, like mine, Mickey's, or otherwise, real life, in other words. This is a small glimpse into the future of the WCW Cruiserweight division, or probably Junior Heavyweight division, as I'll call it. Pillman wins, let's say, top rope, DDT off the top rope, which is a Liger move, sometimes. Alright, then we have a Battle Royal, which Jim Duggan wins. It's a Southern thing, old school. It's a good thing to get the crowd kind of going, and I think it's actually good to not put a great match right after the Liger match. Alright, then we have the United States Heavyweight Championship. Lex Luger, the champion, versus the challenger, Dr. Death, Steve Williams. Luger wins and continues his dominance over big men. It wouldn't necessarily be dominant, but that's kind of his thing. Alright, then we have a 2 out of 3 falls match for the NWA World's Tag Team Championships. The Road Warriors, Hawk and Animal, the champions, versus the Steiner brothers. The Steiners finally dethrone the Road Warriors for the first time in a long time, and it's good for them. Your winners and the new NWA World Tag Team Champions, Rick and Scott, the Steiner brothers. Alright, then we have the WarGames match. Team Stinger, Sting, Muta, Terry Funk, and Cactus Jack versus Wyndham's Army of Barry Windham, Sid Vicious, Samu, and Fatu. Sting makes Sid give up and shocks the world. The rise of Sting continues. Obviously, he's getting close to the main event now, isn't he? Okay, now we gotta have my main event build, which is kind of my signature. I'm gonna go through this fast, but this is, basically you take what Terry Funk did to Ric Flair in '89 when he shocked the world. I even think a gun got pulled on him when he turned heel. You replace Funk with Arn Anderson, which makes it even deeper of a cut. When you add in the fact that Arn's been Rick's best friend for a number of years, this just really intensifies the feud tenfold. And yeah, what would happen to make Arn Anderson snap like that and attack his own best friend, his brother, basically? Like, arguably stronger than blood in some cases. Well, another Ric Flair championship win. Despite Arn hinting at kind of wanting a title shot, Flair just kind of brushed it off, like, hey, buddy, you got your stuff, go for the U.S. title sort of thing. Arn was tired of not getting a shot, so he sucker punched Flair, he rabbit punched him right behind the ear, just like Funk, and, starts putting the spurs to him. Grabs the microphone, I'm tired of carrying your ass, Rick. I'm taking that damn World Championship strap off your waist, and there ain't a goddamn thing you can do about it. Some real intensity there. And yes, goddamn, you would need to have it. Oh, blasphemy. Alright, at first Flair's broken up with this. He doesn't know how to react. It's his best friend. What is he supposed to do? How does he get over it, Once he does, he confronts Arn. Arn, what you did was a low blow, brother. I'm not going to say I'm an angel or anything. Hell, I'm a lot closer to the devil than most people. You want a title shot, brother? You got it. I'm going to beat your ass all over that ring, all over the arena, all over the parking lot, and all over Virginia, just really laying into him. Arn Anderson, your ass belongs to the Nature Boy. Woo! And then, Arn comes to ringside, watches Flair as he wrestles like week in and week out. He starts getting into Flair's head without actually interfering. Flair responds by eventually sliding out of the ring after he gets rolled up by Sting in a singles match and decks Arn. A huge fight breaks out. Arn ends up nailing Flair with a tombstone on the cement floor after a rake to the eyes. Flair is out for 3 weeks, and his return will be at Starcade. Flair sends his message via video. Arn, you tried to force me to quit, and you failed, brother. At Starcade, the biggest wrestling show of them all, I'm going to make you say the words, I quit. An I quit match, Starcade. That, I think, is big money. Arn, and how much history is there? And then you have Flair out for 3 weeks with an injury, and then Arn mocking him and stuff, wearing a neck brace, all that stuff. So we have an I Quit match for the NWA World's Heavyweight Championship. Marquee shit right here. The Enforcer Arn Anderson versus the Nature Boy Ric Flair, the champion. Anderson offers his hand in friendship. Are you kidding me? Flair grabs it and just smacks him in the teeth as hard as he can, and the match is on. This goes everywhere. Flair even takes Anderson to Jim Ross and Jim Cornette at the announcer's booth. He asked Ross what he thinks of Anderson now, like ripping at his face. Just blood's pouring out like a faucet, which is usually what Flair does. And figure 4 leg lock around the post. Anderson quits. Flair, you have where it pretty much looks like he snapped his neck. Winner or his leg. Winner and new and still NWA World Heavyweight Champion. Sorry, Nature Boy Ric Flair. That's how I do it. That's how my card is. I know it was short and sweet, but I had that written for so long, and I just wanted to, get it out there. So yeah, I'll be back with 1990. So enjoy. StarDuels, Mickey Babylon. Bring it.